Okay, some news coming in about Samajwadi Party leader Azam Khan, who has said Hindustan is deviating from its path after 6 decades and is adopting the path of bullet instead of ballot, and the result is for everybody to see. He has targeted the army, where he said that Faujis have been beaten up by women, not just in Kashmir, but in other states as well, like in Jharkhand and Assam. And this is a message that Hindustan should be ashamed of. So those are the kind of words coming in from Azam Khan. Let's just listen into what exactly did he say.
औरतों ने मारा फौज को, हथियारबंद औरतों ने फौज को मारा और लाशों से जो जिस्म का हिस्सा काट कर लेकर गए, वो हिंदुस्तान की एक असल जिंदगी का पर्दा उठाती है। कई लोग फौजियों का या बेगुनाहों का सर उतारते हैं, कहीं कोई किसी के हाथ काट कर लेकर जाता है, लेकिन इस मौके पर महिला दहशतगर्दों ने फौज के प्राइवेट पार्ट्स को काटकर साथ ले गए। उन्हें हाथ से शिकायत नहीं थी, सर से नहीं थी, पैर से नहीं थी, जिस्म के जिस हिस्से से उन्हें शिकायत थी उसे काट कर ले गए। ये इतना बड़ा संदेश है जिस पर पूरे हिंदुस्तान को शर्मिंदा होना चाहिए और सोचना चाहिए कि हम दुनिया को क्या दिखाएंगे।
Absolutely shocking comments there coming in from Azam Khan. Let's just play out a few reactions from other politicians as well. Okay, all sorts of statements there coming in, but the most shocking one coming in from Azam Khan, who's, openly insulted the Indian Army soldiers, leveling rape allegations against them, making all sorts of, shocking statements, saying what he actually said was, I'll just repeat, he's said that Hindustan, which is the country, is deviating from its path after 6 decades and is adopting the path of bullet. These are some very shocking anti-India comments coming in from Azam Khan, the Samajwadi Party leader. Balkrishna joins us for more on this. And Bala, Azam Khan is not new to controversy. I mean, he's known for making these provocative and shocking statements in the past, but why is he targeting the Indian Army this time?
Awadhika, this is not for the first time that he has attacked Indian Army, but this time it seems that he has crossed the limit and he has said shocking things about the Indian Army. What he's been trying to say that under the Modi government, the things are really deteriorating, and he said that what he meant to say is that Modi government is using army to against people. He said he had named right from Kashmir to Jharkhand to Sikkim, army is being used. And he said that the people have retaliated in those places, and he said that how army was attacked by women. But he really said something which is really shocking. Somebody who has been a cabinet minister in Uttar Pradesh, it is really shocking the kind of allegations that he had made. What he was trying to make the point that Modi government is using the army in inappropriate way, but he really seems to have crossed the limit this time.
Oh, absolutely. And, making all sorts of allegations against the Indian Army, which is actually out there across various borders of the country protecting him. I mean, it's unfortunate that a leader like him talks about the army excesses, which is so untrue, when he chooses to turn a blind eye on the attacks that have been made on our soldiers in the last few months itself, Bala.
Definitely not only about army. He has said that he has warned that if the things go on the same way it has been going, he said that the things are really going to deteriorate, and he said that warning the Modi government, Prime Minister Modi, he has said that people don't test the patience of the people. He said that the patience of the people is really running out, and he warned that if things go like this, things will really deteriorate. He has alleged that the government is continuously trying to use bullets in place of ballots. He was addressing party workers in Rampur, and this was late last evening, and he made about an hour-long speech, and in which he has made these allegations.
Okay, we're going to play out the reaction once again, Bala. Just continue to stay on with me. Let's just listen into what Azam Khan had to say.
औरतों ने मारा फौज को, हथियारबंद औरतों ने फौज को मारा और लाशों से जो जिस्म का हिस्सा काट कर लेकर गए वो हिंदुस्तान की एक असल जिंदगी का पर्दा उठाती है। कई लोग फौजियों का या बेगुनाहों का सर उतारते हैं, कहीं कोई किसी के हाथ काट कर लेकर जाता है, लेकिन इस मौके पर महिला दहशतगर्दों ने फौज के प्राइवेट पार्ट्स को काट कर साथ ले गए। उन्हें हाथ से शिकायत नहीं थी, सर से नहीं थी, पैर से नहीं थी, जिस्म के जिस हिस्से से उन्हें शिकायत थी उसे काट कर ले गए। ये इतना बड़ा संदेश है जिस पर पूरे हिंदुस्तान को शर्मिंदा होना चाहिए और सोचना चाहिए कि हम दुनिया को क्या दिखाएंगे।
Balakrishna, in fact, even joins us. Bala, ours is a democracy wherein every institution of the state can be questioned, can be criticized. But when, there is something to talk about, what sort of bizarre anti-India comments are these? And, how can he prove, where is the proof behind all the allegations that he's making against the Indian army?
Avantika, you can make out what he actually means to say, and this is really bizarre and shocking because what he means to say is really, no leader of his stature has said such things about the Indian army. And I'm sure that he's going to land in trouble for this.
And it's so unbecoming, isn't it, for a leader of his stature to make such comments?
Definitely, no doubt about that. As you said that this is not for the first time that Azam Khan has made controversial remarks, but this time, he is not only attacking the political leadership of the country. What he meant to, actually, it seems that he was trying to target Modi government, but he has crossed the line and also made the comments that we just listened about the army, and it is really shocking that somebody who has been a cabinet minister can make such comments.
Raking a controversy by making controversial comments to seek political mileage is one thing, but to cross your limits is another thing, isn't it, Bala? Why not then take on the government? Why not put out the proof on the table, state out the facts rather than, shooting from the shoulders of the Indian army? Why target them?
Avantika, if you listen to the other parts of the speech, it seems that he is trying to make a point that under the Modi government, things are really turning, the environment has turned anti-Muslim. And he has been saying that it seems that the Modi is following the footsteps of Trump. He said that the world over Trump is a hated leader, but it seems that Indian government and Modi is trying to follow him. And he says that the whole things are really becoming bad to worse under Modi. And he has said that people he has advised Modi not to test the patience of the people. He said if the people's patience runs out, then things are really going to be difficult and it will not be possible for the government to control the people.
Bala, just stay on with me. For the benefit of our viewers who have just joined in, we're just going to be playing you Samajwadi Party leader Azam Khan's anti-India comments, the speech that he's given during a rally. Listen into what he says and just hear very carefully the kind of allegations he makes against the Indian army.
औरतों ने मारा फौज को, हथियारबंद औरतों ने फौज को मारा और लाशों से जो जिस्म का हिस्सा काट कर लेकर गए वो हिंदुस्तान की एक असल जिंदगी का पर्दा उठाती है। कई लोग फौजियों का या बेगुनाहों का सर उतारते हैं, कहीं कोई किसी के हाथ काट कर लेकर जाता है, लेकिन इस मौके पर महिला दहशतगर्दों ने फौज के प्राइवेट पार्ट्स को काट कर साथ ले गए। उन्हें हाथ से शिकायत नहीं थी, सर से नहीं थी, पैर से नहीं थी, जिस्म के जिस हिस्से से उन्हें शिकायत थी उसे काट कर ले गए। ये इतना बड़ा संदेश है जिस पर पूरे हिंदुस्तान को शर्मिंदा होना चाहिए और सोचना चाहिए कि हम दुनिया को क्या दिखाएंगे।
Okay, let me get in Akhilesh Pratap Singh now, who's joining us from the Congress. And sir, I don't know if you've had a chance to hear what Azam Khan had to say, but some very shocking comments that he makes against the Indian Army. Your reaction?
नहीं, इंडियन आर्मी मैंने जो जितना सुना है आप ही के चैनल पर सुना, हम सब कर रहे हैं, मैंने टीवी नहीं देखा। एक बात तो फैक्ट है कि कश्मीर से लेकर आसाम तक चारों तरफ आतंकवाद बढ़ा है। कम से कम 5 राज्य हैं माननीय मोदी जी की सरकार और उनकी पार्टी द्वारा जो रूल किए जा रहे हैं जो अशांत घोषित हैं, ये इनकी उपलब्धि है, लेकिन इसको कोई चर्चा नहीं करेगा। हर जगह लोग मारे जा रहे हैं।
All right. All right. Akhilesh ji, thank you so much for speaking to us. Sambit Patra right now is addressing a press conference on these anti-India comments made by Azam Khan. Let's listen in.
एक कहानी पूरे देश में भारत के आर्मी, भारत के संप्रभुता और भारत के इंडिपेंडेंस के खिलाफ प्रोपगेट करना चाहते हैं। अभी 2 दिन पहले ही हमने देखा कि भारत के आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी और अमेरिका के राष्ट्रपति श्री ट्रंप दोनों के बीच में एक साझा वक्तव्य, एक जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट पे दोनों ने हस्ताक्षर किए। उस जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट पे दोनों ही नेताओं ने ये निर्णय लिया कि पाकिस्तान से जो आतंकवाद हिंदुस्तान में पनपाया जाता है, पाकिस्तान से जिस प्रकार आतंकवादी हिंदुस्तान में आते हैं, जो घुसपैठिए हैं, उन पर कड़ी कार्यवाही होगी और दोनों लोकतंत्र मिलकर ऐसे आतंकवादी तत्वों पर हमला करेंगे।
Balkrishna joins us for more on the comments made by Azam Khan. You know, the Samajwadi Party leader, Bala, who's no stranger to controversy. In the past, he's also hit out at the Yogi Adityanath government, criticizing the government and the chief minister for the lack of law and order in the state. But probably now, you know, crossing his limits here by targeting the Indian Army and literally leveling allegations of rape against the Indian Army.
Yeah, and what is more strange, Vantika, is that he's not making any specific, he's not talking about any specific instance, he's not giving any evidence. He's generally talking about army, and more so he's saying that India should be ashamed of this. I mean, as you said, that what he is actually saying means that the Indian army is involved in rape, and that is actually what he's trying to say. But Azam Khan, if you remember, when this whole controversy about intolerance was there last year, he even threatened to move to UN, and he actually said that he is going to move to UN against the Indian government, and that was the time that he made headlines with this. But it is not
okay,
for
Bala,
Azam Khan.
I'll just interrupt you there. Excuse me for doing that. We'll go back to Sambit Patra's press conference. Let's listen.
नहीं, भारत की आर्मी को, बलिदानी आर्मी को कभी अपना माना ही नहीं, और भारत के खिलाफ इस प्रकार की बयानबाजी उन्होंने लगातार किया है। मैं आजम खान जी से पूछना चाहता हूं, आजम खान जी, कल आपके सर्वोच्च नेता आदरणीय मुलायम सिंह जी, जिनको आप नेताजी कहते हैं, गायत्री प्रजापति से मिलकर उन्होंने घोषित किया कि गायत्री प्रजापति निर्दोष है, जिसके खिलाफ रेप का केस चल रहा है, उसको आपके नेता निर्दोष कहते हैं। तो कौन रेपिस्ट के साथ खड़ा है और किसके नेता रेपिस्ट है? आपकी ये हिम्मत कैसी हुई कि हमारे बलिदानी आर्मी के लिए, हमारे साहसी आर्मी के लिए ऐसे शब्दों का प्रयोग करने के लिए? देखिए, देश में आज एक ये फैशन बन गया है कि इंडियन आर्मी के खिलाफ इस प्रकार के शब्दों का प्रयोग किया जाए। चंद दिनों पहले कांग्रेस के नेता संदीप दीक्षित ने जिस प्रकार के शब्दों का प्रयोग किया और उन्होंने आर्मी के चीफ को सड़क का गुंडा बताया था, उससे पहले राहुल गांधी ने खून की दलाली की बात की थी। चिदम्बरम साहब, जो कि कांग्रेस के दिग्गज नेता है, उन्होंने अपने एक इंटरव्यू में भारत के आर्मी के ऊपर, भारत के आर्मी के चीफ के ऊपर उंगली उठाने का काम किया था और ये कहा था कि जो इंडियन आर्मी कर रही है ये उचित काम नहीं कर रही है। मेजर गोगोई पे और मेजर गोगोई को जिस प्रकार से पारितोषिक दिया गया, जिस प्रकार से उनको रिवॉर्ड दिया गया, इस विषय को लेकर कांग्रेस ने मेजर गोगोई पर भी हमला बोला था और कांग्रेस ने इंडियन आर्मी चीफ पर सवाल उठाए थे। स्वाभाविक रूप से यह देखने को बनता है कि कांग्रेस हो या समाजवादी पार्टी हो, और लेफ्ट पार्टीज का तो क्या कहना है। ये लेफ्ट पार्टीज वही हैं जिन्होंने अपने वेबसाइट पर जिस प्रकार से जनरल डायर के साथ भारत के अति प्रोफेशनल आर्मी के चीफ को कंपेयर करने के विषय को डाला था, प्रकाश करात जी ने भारत के आर्मी के चीफ के खिलाफ जिस प्रकार की बातें कही थी, आज बड़े दुख के साथ भारतीय जनता पार्टी ये कहती है कि कांग्रेस, समाजवादी पार्टी और लेफ्ट तीनों मिलकर आर्मी के मोरेल को, आर्मी की क्षमता को जिस प्रकार से कम करने की कोशिश कर रही है, पूरे विश्व में आर्मी को जिस प्रकार बदनाम करने की कोशिश कर रही है, ये बहुत चिंताजनक विषय है, ये बहुत दुखद विषय है। अरे चुनाव में 2-4 सीट हारने से, 2-4 सीट जीतने से, ये चुनावी मैदान में इसका हिसाब किताब बराबर करिए, आप मेहनत करिए, आप हमारे पॉलिसीज पर अटैक करिए, ये लोकतंत्र है, हम उसका स्वागत करते हैं। मगर राजनीति के कारण, छोटी राजनीति के कारण आप इंडियन आर्मी के खिलाफ इस प्रकार कहें। मैं आज ऐलान करके कहता हूं आजम खान, मुलायम सिंह यादव, संदीप दीक्षित, राहुल गांधी जैसे लोगों को कि इंडियन आर्मी से ज्यादा प्रोफेशनल आर्मी और बलिदानी आर्मी पूरे विश्व में कहीं नहीं है। जब कश्मीर के लोग फ्लड में, बाढ़ की परिस्थिति में डूब रहे थे, तो अपने हाथ को बढ़ाकर, अपने जान की परवाह किए बिना किसी ने उनकी जान की परवाह की तो वो इंडियन आर्मी थी। दिन रात अगर कोई खड़ा होकर सरहद में हम सब की जान की परवाह करता है तो वो इंडियन आर्मी है। ऐसे इंडियन आर्मी को मैं कोटि कोटि प्रणाम करता हूं भारतीय जनता पार्टी की ओर से। और जो नेता इस प्रकार के शब्दों का प्रयोग इंडियन आर्मी के लिए करते हैं, हम उनकी भर्त्सना करते हैं, उनकी निंदा करते हैं। ऐसे नेताओं को अभी तक पार्टियों ने अपने अंदर रखा क्यों नहीं हुआ है? राहुल गांधी विदेश में हैं, विदेश में भी वो टीवी देख रहे होंगे, मैं उनसे पूछ रहा हूं, अभी तक संदीप दीक्षित आपके पार्टी में क्यों बने हुए? आपने उनको निकाला क्यों नहीं? मुलायम सिंह यादव जी से और अखिलेश यादव जी से हम पूछते हैं, क्या वो इस प्रकार के बयान से सहमत हैं? उन्होंने अभी तक आजम खान को अपने पार्टी से बर्खास्त क्यों नहीं किया है? लेफ्ट से हम पूछते हैं, आखिर आप किसके साथ खड़े हैं? आप भारत के साथ खड़े हैं या पाकिस्तान के साथ खड़े हैं? बहुत दुखद विषय है। हम कहते हैं पाकिस्तान के साथ लड़ना है। आज जब एक छद्म युद्ध चल रहा है, पाकिस्तान आतंकवादी भेज रहा है, आप बताइए किससे किससे लड़े? हमारी आर्मी पाकिस्तान से लड़े या हमारे घर के अंदर बैठे ऐसे भेदियों से लड़े जो खाते हिंदुस्तान का है और गाते पाकिस्तान का है? धिक्कार है ऐसे लोगों के ऊपर। Now I would speak in English on the same issue. It's a matter of shame, the kind of statement that we have heard from Mr. Ajam Khan of Samajwadi Party. Mr. Ajam Khan of Samajwadi Party, who is a repeat offender, who has often politicized issues of defense and security, has yet again demeaned the Indian Army and has spoken in a way which has belittled the professional army of India. The Indian Army is the most professional army, the most powerful army of the world today. The Indian Army has a humane face. The Indian Army protects its people. Because the Indian Army is standing on the borders, we are safe, we are sound, we are debating, and we have a vibrant democracy. Rather than understanding what the Indian Army is contributing towards the democracy of this country, it has become a fashion today among some political parties like the Congress, the Samajwadi Party and the left parties to constantly speak against the Indian Army. Ajam Khan says that Indian Army is a rapist army, that in fact the mutilation of the body by the terrorists from across the border is taking place because the Indian Army is raping women and children from Jammu and Kashmir. Mr. Ajam Khan, this is supporting terrorism from across the border. Only a day ago, Mr. Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, and Mr. Donald Trump, the President of America, they had signatured on a joint statement. And the joint statement said, called for fighting against terrorism. Any terrorism that emanates from Pakistan, any terrorism that is cross-border terrorism, jointly India and America declared that they would be exposing them, they would be fighting against these terror plots. But the irony is, while we are fighting against terrorism and Pakistan on one front, we have politicians within our own country like Azam Khan and Sandeep Dixit who constantly demean our own army. How dare Mr. Ajam Khan say that Indian Army is a rapist army? Indian Army is a protective army. Indian Army is a professional army. Indian Army is a humane army. When people of Jammu and Kashmir were suffering under flood, without caring for their own lives, The Indian Army rescued our people from Kashmir, our brothers and sisters from Kashmir. And everyone across the globe respects the Indian Army. Mr. Azam Khan and the likes of him, they are trying to create a narrative across the country which is trying to divide the country on the lines of Hindu and Muslim. This is a very sorrowful state of affair, and we condemn such kind of narrative. It was the same Azam Khan who was rebuked by none other than the highest court of the country, the Supreme Court of the country, when he tried to politicize the Bulandshahr rape case. He had to apologize. He's the same Azam Khan who was saying that he would go to the complaint in the United Nations against India. He's the same Azam Khan who said that in fact in Kargil only the Muslims were the one who were fighting. He was trying to break the social fabric of this country. So this repeat offender called Mr. Azam Khan constantly tries to speak in favor of Pakistan and break the social fabric of this country. I asked Mr. Rahul Gandhi also that your party also has taken no action against Sandeep Dixit, who had called the army chief Sadak ke Gunde as yet. It has become a fashion in this country to demean the Indian Army in the name of freedom of expression, in the name of democracy. The Congress party's top leader, Mr. Chidambaram, had also spoken against the army chief. We had seen the phrase coined by Mr. Rahul Gandhi, "Khoon ki dalali," also demeaning the Indian Army and brought down the morale of Indian Army. As far as the left parties are concerned, the left parties have been constantly speaking against the Indian Army. There was a comparison between the General of Indian Army, the Chief of Indian Army, and General Dyer. Then we had seen the left parties as to how the left parties constantly spoke against the good actions of Indian Army and they stood by the separatists. Today the big question is, while our army is protecting us, why some political parties, including the Congress, the Samajwadi Party and the left, are constantly bickering against the Indian Army, constantly showing the Indian Army in poor light, constantly attacking the Indian Army. If you want to fight politics, be it on policies and other issues, not on Indian Army. I believe that Samajwadi Party would take action against Azam Khan. Azam Khan should not be in the Samajwadi Party anymore. Similarly, Rahul Gandhi should be acting against Sandeep Dixit as well. Thank you.
डॉक्टर पात्रा, सोनिया गांधी ने राष्ट्रपति पद की लड़ाई को वैचारिक लड़ाई बताते हुए कहा है कि देश को कुछ सांप्रदायिक ताकतों से बचाने की लड़ाई लड़ी जा रही है।
देखिए, ये तो उनका वही बूगी है जो वर्षों से वो कहते आए हैं, द बूगी ऑफ सेक्युलरिज्म। सांप्रदायिकता के नाम पर जिस प्रकार की राजनीति कांग्रेस करती आई है, वो हमने देखा है हमेशा सांप्रदायिकता को बढ़ावा देती है। सांप्रदायिकता के नाम पर भारत को जिस प्रकार से 10 वर्षों तक, विगत 10 वर्षों में खोखला कर दिया गया, यह भी हमने देखा है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी का मत बड़ा स्पष्ट है कि आज कांग्रेस जो दलितों की बात कर रही है, जब उनके पास संख्या बल था, जब उनके पास क्षमता थी, तब तो उन्होंने दलितों को आगे नहीं किया। आज जब भारतीय जनता पार्टी दलितों के लिए, पिछड़ों के लिए, गरीबों के लिए लड़ रही है, उसमें कांग्रेस कहीं न कहीं राजनीति करने की कोशिश कर रही है। खुद कोविंद जी ने कहा था कि राष्ट्रपति का पद एक गरिमामय पद है, इसको राजनीति से दूर रखना चाहिए। धन्यवाद।
Okay, let's go straight across now to Balakrishna for more on this. Bala, Sambit Patra condemning the shameful comments being made by Samajwadi Party leader Azam Khan. Now, you know, one important point that he makes is that instead of criticizing and targeting the Indian Army, why not, make those acquisitions against the government or the people concerned? I mean, what has been said by Azam Khan is absolutely deplorable. It's so shocking. And where is the proof? Where are all the evidences that Azam Khan has to back the claims that he is making against the Indian Army?
Avantika, it is, Sambit Patra was saying that he is expecting that Mulayam Singh Yadav or Samajwadi Party will take action against Azam Khan. But I am sure that he said that he even named Mulayam Singh Yadav. But I'm afraid it seems that it is very unlikely that Azam Khan is going to get any support from within his own party, leave alone other parties. In fact, the fact is that Mulayam Singh Yadav often talks very respectfully about the Indian Army, and even when there was a surgical strike, Mulayam Singh was among the first leader who came out in support of Narendra Modi, defying the party line. He said that Indian Army.
And there also needs to be some basic decency and respect as well, isn't it? While criticizing anybody, and especially when it's coming from a leader of his stature.
Definitely, but as you said that Azam Khan, this is not for the first time that
Yes,
Azam
that's
Khan
true.
has said something which is extreme and which is different from his party line. I mean, I don't think Mulayam Singh Yadav or even for that matter Akhilesh Yadav is going to support what Azam Khan has said. But Azam Khan often takes position which is different from the position of his own party. I mean, the Bulandshahr rape case, as Sambit Patra mentioned, he had his party totally distanced itself from the statement of Azam Khan. Similarly, when he threatened that he is going to move to UN against the
Just
Indian
stay with me,
government.
Bala. Shalabh Mani Tripathi from the BJP is also joining us now. Sir, I just heard Sambit Patra condemning the shameful comments being made by Azam Khan. But do you see this becoming a trend? Such kind of irresponsible statements being made by, senior politicians and leaders like Azam Khan and even Sandeep Dikshit, who very recently equated the army chief to, a Sadak ka Gunda.
देखिए, बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है और अपने आप में ये कितना हैरान करने वाला बयान है। अफसोस होता है कि ये जिस व्यक्ति ने बयान दिया है, उत्तर प्रदेश में वो कैबिनेट मंत्री रहे हैं और समाजवादी पार्टी को अपना बड़ा नेता बताती है और इस तरह का बयान ये सेना के लोगों के लिए दे रहे हैं। ये इनकी मानसिकता दर्शाता है। समाजवादी पार्टी की जब सरकार थी तो यहाँ पर उत्तर प्रदेश में आतंकवादियों के मुकदमे वापस लेने का इन्होंने काम किया था और प्रदेश की जनता ने ये बात समझी कि किस तरीके से ऐसे तत्वों के साथ खड़े होते हैं। इसीलिए आज समाजवादी पार्टी इस हाशिए पर पहुंच गई है। लेकिन अपने आप में ये बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है कि इस तरीके से सेना के ऊपर इस तरह का अभद्र भाषा का इस्तेमाल करना, इस तरह के जो खराब आरोप हैं उनका लगाना, ये अपने आप में साबित करता है कि उत्तर प्रदेश की ये हिंदुस्तान में ऐसे नेताओं के रहते हमें दुश्मनों की जरूरत नहीं है। जो हमारे दुश्मन है जो देश के, उनकी जरूरत नहीं है। उनसे ज्यादा बड़े दुश्मन ये हमारे देश के नेता हैं जो सेना के प्रति इस तरह के विचार रखते हैं।
All right. Shalabh Mani Tripathi, thank you so much for speaking to us and giving your reaction. The BJP condemning the comments made by Azam Khan. Bala, thanks so much for speaking to us. I'll keep coming back to you for further updates. A quick